Welcome back, boys and girls. We are going to complete part of Activities Book 7.2 together, and then you're going to do some of it on your own. So we've done several pages like this so far this year. These are blank busters, where there's a blank in a sentence and you need to fill in the correct word. Now, the directions say sometimes you will use the singular form and sometimes you will use the plural form of the word. Sometimes you will use both. You will not use a word more than once. So you want to make sure that you have your spelling list nearby so that you can make sure you're spelling all of the plural forms correctly, because if they're not spelled correctly, they will be marked wrong. So let's go ahead and do these together. Number 1, last week we ran out of bread for lunch since we only bought one blank. This week we need to buy 2 blanks. So 2 means it's going to be plural, 1 is singular. So 1 loaf goes in the first blank, right? Because bread comes in loaves, and then loaves is the second one. Make sure you're spelling it correctly. Number 2, several blank, I'm going to put a line through loaf since we used it. Number 2, several blank stole things left in the cars that were parked on the street last night. One blank dropped a hat that the police kept for evidence. So think about our spelling words. Think about who steals things. And the first word is several, so that means that the plural form has to come first. So thieves and thief, 1. Number 3, my uncle has been married twice and has had 2 blank. His current blank makes the best cookies. I'm going to cross off thief from the last one. And this one would be wives and wife. Number 4, I can only reach the bottom blank in the kitchen cabinet. The top 2 blanks are too high for me. Fill in the word that you think should go in there. Shelf and shelves. Remember the rule, we need to change the F to a V and then add ES. Number 5, blank could hurt you if you are not careful. When you cut with a blank, you have to take your time and pay close attention to what you are doing. So what would that be? Knives is first, and I'm going to make sure that I have a capital K because it's the first word in the sentence. And the second blank there is talking about 1. So 1, cross that off. Let's go to number 6 on the back. Dogs and blank have many things in common. However, a dog would make a good pet, but a blank would not. So dogs and, yes, wolves. And a dog would make a good pet, but a wolf would not. Boys and girls, you're going to complete numbers 7 through 11 on your own. You're going to use the words in the box here and keep your plural forms handy because you will need to use those. I'm going to read the sentences for you and then you can go back and fill in the blanks. Number 7, in the fall, the blank change colors. I love it when I find a bright yellow or red blank on the ground. Number 8, when a frog begins its blank, it lives in the water. When the frog grows to be an adult, it is almost as if it leads 2 blank, 1 in the water and 1 on land. Remember, pause the video whenever you need to if you need more time. Number 9, after taking a vacation, she was her usual happy blank. Sometimes people need to take a break to get back to their normal blank after working hard for so long. If you're not sure what word goes in there, try several of them to see which one makes sense. Number 10, you did not divide the pile of books into 2 equal blank. Think about where we keep books. My blank does not include enough books for the topic I am writing about. Number 11. Sometimes during the holidays, I see people in stores dressed as blank. Once, someone dressed as an blank was handing out stickers to children. Take your time, read your sentences, and make sure that they make sense, and submit your paper on Schoology.